and welcome to a new series where I'm going to be discussing how to level specific lords. So we're going to take a look at Eltharion today. He is a high elf lord, and if we open his skill tree, it is somewhat similar to the other high elves. But let's take a look specifically at what I would do here. So starting with level 2, I would get Root Marcher. That extra campaign movement range is so important no matter who you're playing. Next, for levels 3, 4, and 5, I'd go Wary. High elves do so well with archer armies because of their range. So ambush defense chance is so important since archers can struggle in that scenario. For level 6, you can kind of get whichever of these you want. I'd probably go Merchant Lord, or if I think I'm going to be recruiting a lot, maybe Bonded Service. It doesn't really matter, you just need to make your way up this way. Because next, for level 7, we're going to Draft Master. And the reason we're doing that is because at level 8, we want Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike is the most powerful skill point that you can get. Because ammo replenishes between battles, it's so important to be able to fight one battle at a time and replenish your ammo. And Eltharion can replenish ammo, but it is based on time. So even with him, it's better to get Lightning Strike. So starting with level 9 though, we're going to hold on to points. We will not spend them. You can ignore that notification by just clicking here. We're going to hold on to levels until we can unlock Storm of Blades at 12. So at level 12, we'll get Storm of Blades, Break Upon the Walls, Unyielding March, and Grim Discipline. All of this makes Eltharion's potential Mistwalker army very strong. At level 13, we'll go for a World Asunder. Anything that reduces enemy leadership is really good. At level 14, we unlock Stormwing so that Eltharion can be a flying lord. At level 15, I think it's good to get Ward of Loic. As a flyer, you do get hit by missiles a lot, so it's pretty important to reduce that damage. For levels 16 and 17, I'd probably put it in here because you should be thinking about getting Mistwalkers around that time. If you're not quite ready, you can delay it, but these two are very, very good. At level 18, we'll start the magic line. Start with Apotheosis, 19, Shield of Sapphire, 20 and 21, finish up Soul Quench since you already have it to begin with. 22, do whatever you want. I would probably get Tempest, but this is like before, we really just want to make our way up. For level 23, we'd get Evasion. 24, this will kind of depend on what's going on. If you have another mage in the army who has something more useful, definitely get Magical Reserves. If you don't have a mage in the army, you could maybe get Fiery Convocation so that you have a very strong spell here. But regardless, we'd have 24 and then 25, 26, just kind of depending on which order you're sending it in. And then for 27, I'd probably go Earthing because again, we just need to fill this up and I probably won't use Arcane Unforging. At 28, we'll get Arcane Conduit. This is so useful to help out either Eltharion if he's the main caster or to help out another caster if it's there. At 29, I would probably go down here. Elven Healing is usually pretty useful. It kind of depends on what things are happening. So that would be 29, 30, 31. And then at 32, you can get Renowned and Feared. At 33, I would probably get Speed of Assyrian because speed is really useful on flyers, especially if they can cast. And this is really where it'll just depend on what's going on in your game because you're really near the end. For 34, 35, 36, I might go Quartermaster because at this point I'm going to be fielding a lot more armies. While the high elves have a very good economy, it doesn't hurt to make sure that you still have money coming in. You could also go Elven Scholar if you still have a lot of research to do, or if you want to throw Eltharion into melee more, you can start up the sword player line. You could also get Wall Warden if you're building a lot of walls, but that's not really necessary as the high elves. It just kind of depends on how many armies you can field. So you can spend points for levels 34 through 40 on basically whatever you find is useful. You probably don't need the red line because the red line doesn't affect Mistwalker units, but take a look at what else might be worthwhile based on how you play. So that's going to be it for how I level Eltharion in Total War Warhammer 2. If you like this and you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. You know how YouTube works. Goodbye!